Today marks the third day of the Section 194 committee proceedings without the suspended Public Protector Busisiwe Mkhwebane's legal team. Mkhwebane believes that this constitutes unfair treatment. She asked to address the committee on a virtual platform yesterday, but the committee chairperson, Kobudile Kyanji, turned down the request, saying the session was a meeting and not a hearing. Mkhwebane has since threatened legal action against the evidence leaders. All right, well, let's get an update on what those proceedings are likely to give us today. Athi Mtongana watching the space for us. Athi, good morning to you. So day number 3 that the Public Protector will likely appear before this committee without a legal representative. Is there any movement around whether or not the lawyers are going to be paid so that they can be there to assist her?
Well, Xoli, the acting Public Protector Advocate Koleka Galega, in her letter to the suspended Public Protector Advocate Busisiwe Mkhwebane, was very clear that the Office of the Public Protector has run out of funds and that they've actually exceeded the budget that was allocated for the legal fees of the Public Protector for the purposes of the Section 194 inquiry and for the purposes of litigation. You will recall that the Public Protector is at various courts with regards to the process that is taking place here in Parliament, which is looking at her fitness to hold office. And so the acting Public Protector has been very clear in that they've even went as far as approaching Justice and Correctional Services, which gave them an amount of money which was also not enough to cover the legal fees of the Public Protector's legal team. And they've also approached National Treasury, which has come out to say that they cannot then fund the legal fees of the suspended Public Protector. So, just to put it frankly, the Public Protector's legal team will not be paid beyond this year, or will not be paid as from the 1st of April, because the office has run out of money. She, on the other hand, Advocate Mkhwebane, is saying, number one, she does not have money, she does not have resources, she has not put herself before this inquiry, and therefore she does not know why she has to now go through this, quote, unlawful and illegal inquiry. So, as you've mentioned, yesterday she was muted by the chairperson on the grounds that she was addressing the committee, which was not actually hearing the evidence before the inquiry, but rather sitting as the Section 194 committee with members and the evidence leaders. And the argument that the Public Protector was bringing is that, well, if they are merely discussing issues related to the committee and not the inquiry itself, then why are the evidence leaders discussing the evidence in relation to her testimony before the inquiry, which includes the investigations around the CR17 presidential campaign, President Ramaphosa's presidential campaign, and other reports that were discussed during her oral testimony? That was her argument. So if they are just merely meeting as a committee, why allow evidence leaders to deliberate on issues that her legal team could come in and rebut in some instances? So today we don't know whether she will be actually given that opportunity to speak before the committee, because the chairperson is conducting this inquiry as a meeting as opposed to a hearing, and so we don't know how they'll proceed from here onwards. But of course, stemming from the Constitutional Court judgment, which then paved the way for the Public Protector to have legal representation before the committee, she's saying that she does not have any other option on her hand, and so she's waiting on a particular resolution from the chairperson on how to move forward. And we don't know how the committee is going to move forward, because Advocate Dalim Bofwe and his team have packed their bags. They will no longer be able to represent the Public Protector because they will not be funded, they will not be paid.
Athi Mtongana, thank you very much. Very, very comprehensive update there. So, that committee, I wonder where things are going to go.